Shalom, first and foremost, all praise and glory is unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim HaRachakwadash, that belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, blessings, brother, love unto you, elect, shalom unto you. Brother Shaquat with a video, and I just want to start with this word, insurrection, because we are seeing in prophecy that insurrections are happening in the earth, and I have footage of one in France particularly. Let's start with this word, insurrection. It says a violent uprising against an authority or a government. Okay, rebellion, revolt, uprising, mutiny, revolution, insurgents, insurgency, rioting, riot, sedition. Okay, let's click on a couple of these words. Sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. Okay, and though this is happening over in France in the footage, we can see it building up here. Okay, we can see it building up here. Okay, and here is America. Okay, it said rise up, insurgere, insurrectio in the Latin. All right, meaning rise up. Which, starting with you, amendment, Second Amendment, particularly, but when you watch, you so-called white people are seeing all your freedoms taken away. Okay, it's making you want to rebel. But then you see your president shift the blame from yourselves, because you're losing your shit, into blaming someone else, blaming Jake, man, blaming Hispanics. Oh, they're taking all the jobs, blaming the Negroes. Look at them, they're so violent, they're so vicious. Okay, but at the end of the day, you see these different news outlets skewing the numbers. But you forget, we walk around and watch your news every night. I'm talking about the citizens, the Jake citizens, people. We see who's doing what, especially those that are on the internet news and not just the media machine. We see that it's you off in your family. We see that it's you school shoot. We see that it's you doing all these things. We see that it's you backing what's going on in the Middle East. Okay? We see it. Okay? You can't be hid. You've been revealed. Okay, as thus said the Bible. Okay? You're the Edomites. You're the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Okay? There's only someone that would do something and then turn around and blame the next person on it and then build the people up. Because here's what's funny about it. We were talking about Jake was so caught up in how the media machines used against us. We forgot that it was also used against his own people. This is why when you watch different, which I may do a video on that. Someone did ask about it, going more in depth in it. But as we listen to drill rap and which I don't listen to that, but we listen to all these different types of adultery music, all these crazy mantras in our music that makes us sin and stay away from the Heavenly Father. They also put a certain revolting revolutions, spirit on your people, what you listen to. And the word revolt is an attempt to put an end to the authority of a person or body by rebelling. A body of government. Okay? But he's, the machine has done a great job. Instead of you going up against him, you want to point the finger at Jake. And that's what the ancient Caesars and all of that did. Nero did it before. Now he's doing it again. All right, so let me show you the footage. And side note, let's see if I can get back real quick. thought I saw Jake in there. Side note was, if that was a so-called black man in their police, or their SWAT or whatever it was, it's no different than Cornelius. Get over it, okay? Side note. Okay, just because you hear Italian band or see French doesn't mean everybody's white. No different thing if you hear American, and make everybody white. Okay? But you see this going on, tear gas, children, uprising. Okay? This is what you see. Back in the beginning. That guy right up front, center, was Jake, the shield. Anyway, Luke 21:9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. In the NLT it says, and when you hear of wars and insurrections, don't panic. Yes, these things must take place first, but the end won't follow immediately. And that doesn't mean it'll be another 20 years, 1,000 years, or nothing crazy like that. That means this ain't the moment that Yahushua is returning. Okay, but this is the signs. No different than when you, which I'm not going to turn this lesson into that level, but it's similar. Like the plagues of Egypt, it didn't happen on the first plague. Okay, this is just one of the plagues of this Egypt going down. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16, straight to the point, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay, a great insurrection, and they're still going to turn on those that fear the Lord, the real Israelites, as well as the men of the Lord. Okay, because our people are the people that fear the Lord, but our people are majority of our people, the 2/3, are not in their right mind right now. Okay, and so they're going to turn against those that actually do fear Him. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son Yahushai, in these last days. So it's still two different levels to this thing. Okay. But our people are going to get jacked up in the meantime. And there will be insurrection. Okay, people are going to turn against Jake, and then as they're doing it now, and then they're eventually going to turn against the men of the Lord. Okay? And that's what's going on in these times, man. You see these uprisings. You see the shooting of Cap Kirk. You see these different things happening. And you see that Jake became the face, even though it's white faces. The Negroes and Latinos and Natives still become the face. And some of this stuff is sloppy work, man. That train deal was sloppy work, man, in North Carolina. That was sloppy work. She stabbed in the chest and in the shoulder area, but there's blood on the bottom of the seat. And she's moving around like she don't know what's going on. It's sloppy work. Okay, all this is sloppy. I've seen so many videos from Utah. It's ridiculous. Moving on. 2nd Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. We've been seeing it. All over the world there's uproars. All over the world there's different diverse earthquakes. Okay? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, and this is what's happening in these last days. Showing you that it's a sign that these uproars are signs of the end of this world, of this life, of this age. eon. Okay, when you go into the Greek. All right. It's the end of this age. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah, the end of this age. Okay, you go a couple chapters over to the sixth chapter. What's the seventh chapter? Sixth chapter. Okay, but then you go. After that is the kingdom of heaven, which forever ever is then. Okay, but these uproars have to happen. Okay, where people are commotions and government. I mean, because people want them Epstein files. People want to know how come this ain't being looked at. How come this is happening? What happened to my freedom? Jimmy Kimmel kicked off the air. Dave Corbell for late night TV. You know, you see this happening, and it's like, well, they're gonna be all right. Those guys are gonna be all right. But what about you? What about us that speak these words over the internet for free? That speak it for low wage. Some of you podcasters have spoken. Some of you got on the internet with social media and lost your jobs. Okay, these uproars against the government because you feel it's unjust. Your freedoms have been taken away. It's happening. Going to be happening here in America. Okay. Second letter 9 in the GNT says there will be earth. Verse 3. There will be earthquake. Wait, let me go back and read verse 2. Verse 1. He answered, consider all these things very carefully, and when you see some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time has come when God, the Most High, Yahweh is his name, will bring judgment on the world he has created. Okay, and we're very close at that. These signs are popping off the page, man. Okay, there will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, and confused rulers. When you see these things happening, and this is the beginning of it. Okay, these national rebellions are popping off in other cities and other countries of the world. They'll be happening here in America, because the center of it all is going to be happening here in America. Okay, but the war itself, the center of that will be in the Middle East, which is another sign. You see Ukraine, you see Israel, you see Iraq, you see Turkey, you see China, all of them, Northern Africa, you see all of these circling, if you will, Russia and so on, and Venezuela, you see all of these, they're all going to make way to the Middle East and have it all out, okay? So this is the end, man, but these uproars are just another sign, and this is what's going on in the world. People are upset with their government because the governments are all, as much as they seem like they're divided, they stand on what? They're all setting up to create an NWO. All right, so I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, that's been edifying, giving all praise and glory to the Yahweh Bashim Rashad. To the next one, Shalom.